Business owner in Jennings says Monday's rioting has left her piece of the American dream in jeopardy. Sonya Roberts owns the S&K's PX Liquor on West Florissant. On Monday, vandals stole product, broke her windows, and left behind $25,000 in damage. And it was not the first time her store was targeted.
Actually, this is the third time in the last 90 days that I've been looted and had to be boarded up. It has been very costly. Insurance, I have insurance, but it's not covering everything that I need to be covered to restock my store.
Roberts says if she does not raise $25,000 in the next 2 weeks, she may have to close. She started a GoFundMe page, and if you'd like to help her out, look for a link on our website, kplr11.com.
That's what it looks like. Yeah. It's actually a young lady.
Yeah. By the way, earlier we reported, one of our reporters said it was tear gas, but it was one of these...
There we go. And now the Ferguson Meat Market and Liquor is being hit. They gave up on the McDonald's window. We're going to try and keep a safe distance and still show you what's happening. The Meat Market and Liquor store is being hit.
This is live now in Ferguson. Steve Harrigan on the ground. There was an attempt to break into the McDonald's and break the window there. I saw the window just shatter, Steve.
Looks like... That's right. That was a baseball bat, but it looks like there's a juicier target here in the meat and liquor market. It's like about 50 people out in front.
Yep. Just left. They did this before. They let the places get looted. They should have stayed. They don't care about the black court.
See.
Yeah, I saw another window break, and there's people going in right now.
Yep. There seems to be sort of a carnival atmosphere. A lot of people, there's a man carrying a handful of products, seem to have big smiles and grins. Nothing somber or serious about this group at all in the wake of what's happened. This is a group with a different agenda. They've got really many of their sweatshirts filled with items from Ferguson Market and Liquor, a store that tried to board up, a store that has artwork from the Ball and Michael Brown on the windows, but a store that's now getting looted as we speak.
You know, Steve, as you point out, this has very little to do with what happened in this shooting or Michael Brown or even the decision. And we know that there have been agitators that have been training now for a long period of time leading up to this, and specific targets were laid out. Are these two of the very few stores that didn't put up some type of plywood or boarding or covering?
You're exactly right. It's really a ghost town pretty much down this entire street.
Yeah.
This is one of the 2 or 3 that's really took a high risk of remaining open.
What are people saying is that you've been running into people all night, Steve? What is the general atmosphere? What are they saying? Are they even mentioning what happened in terms of the decision of the grand jury?
We're really seeing 2 very different moods. One is a real anger with cursing and swearing and a sort of a sense that you're in danger when you're around a lot of really angry young men. The other is a sort of glee and excitement of running to get what you can, and that's what's happening here. Now, there's been a lot of different groups, as you know, Sean, throughout this process. There are some serious protesters, there are some hardcore groups that are trying to cause violence, and then there are people like this, people who are just sort of tagging on. You can see this woman here. Let's ask her what she's got. Hey, ma'am, can I talk to you? She's got a big bottle of gin in her hand.
She's got
We're going to see what people
well,
got
looks like the
here.
McDonald's got broke into there. Can we pan back to the McDonald's, Steve? It looked like that side entrance had gotten broken into, at least from my perspective. I mean, I see what's happening there at this liquor store, but can you pan back and look again at the McDonald's? It looked like one of the side windows might have been broken into there.
The side window has been broken in McDonald's, Sean.
Yeah.
I can show you right over here. Hey, Dutch, we're going to show.
Are people
You
inside?
can take a pretty good look here. This has been smashed in. There's no one inside.
Okay. You know,
But
it's
let's get a
interesting.
closer look at this meat market because there's a lot of activity up here.
You know, one of the things one has to wonder, as I think you used the term carnival atmosphere here. I mean, this is just using what has happened here in Ferguson as an excuse to just go out there and rob and loot, and obviously has zero or nothing to do with justice whatsoever.
It's like we got a stash here of some Amsterdam New Amsterdam Citron vodka and an orange mixer. If you could pan down and show that.
Hey, man, fuck you, fuck you.
All right, we heard that. Excuse us, those watching at home. This is live television. What about all the people that have these masks on like that guy? How many people are covering themselves? Uh-oh. All right, as you can see, we lost Steve Harrigan's shot.
That camera got knocked out.
That camera got knocked out.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
Is he all right?
Well, we're going to find out. We'll report back to our audience in just a second.
The FBI grabbed 2 of them with pipe bombs. They arrested 2 with
Black
pipe
Panther
bombs.
Party.
Right, exactly.
You know, with the crime situation in urban America, it is inevitable you're going to have confrontations between young black men and cops. It's going to happen. That's why Bo and I joined the Brown family in advocating for
But weren't you
cameras on
impressed
these cops.
with the prosecutor and how he laid out the diligence?
Very dignified. I thought McCullough did an excellent job. He was very measured. You can argue, you could have rigged the grand jury to get an indictment.
Why aren't we talking about the structural
Hang on, I got to get to Mike Tobin. He's standing by.
This isn't.
I'm standing by outside. I'm not sure the location there. Mike, what do you got?
We're back in front of the fire department and the police station, and what we've seen is they've pretty effectively cleared off this street. This is South Florissant Road. But what we have now in front of us, and we're just coming in to get a look at it, is a large concentration of police with the tactical vehicles. Here's one of the Bearcat vehicles. You see a couple of the police SUVs and a fire SUV, and now we have this large concentration of police in riot gear. Now, some of them, right up here to my right shoulder, appear at the ready, and then we've got a woman there with the megaphone. Looks like she's taunting the police officers in the tactical gear. Some of that looks like they've got some live weaponry, active weaponry. They're waving us off. I'm going to back up in this direction. Couple of vehicles. You got one, really a small number of demonstrators. It looks like they're taunting them.
Hang on,
They're
Mike.
getting behind the
We got
barricade.
to take a quick break here. We have the very latest. Stay right there. We'll go back to Mike Tobin and much more with Fox News Channel's coverage with Shepard Smith standing by next.